makes me miss them more. I miss my friends. So.
You remind me of flying. I was telling Amy I said she reminds me of this because I grew up with you. No filter.
I like her already.
Yeah, you know. This is awesome.
This is not the log.
Okay.
You didn't flush.
Yeah, or wash your hands. This is not the log, but this is a log.
It's a log, not D log.
The log, no, the log. It is. The log is coming up though.
You got me worried about this log now.
No, it's really nothing.
Whoa.
I ate it.
Okay.
I ate it.
That's what I was just picturing me doing.
Yep.
Okay, there's a couple things you need to know about this.
Okay.
This is called off camber.
Okay.
You're going to want to kind of hit it this way.
Right.
If this is wet at all
Uh-huh.
and you hit this, sometimes, so
I can see that.
there's a couple of ways to go over it. There's the try to roll, just roll. You may bounce off of it. You can also push down and pop up and go over it, which is what I would normally do.
What do you mean push down? Like to load your springs?
Yep, you're loading your front end. So as
Huh.
you're going around, you push.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then there's the manual where you're coming at it, you push down, back, straight, and you pull that front end up.
Okay.
And it'll sometimes just touch it and go over. Now,
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna do it again. You don't have to do it super fast,
Yeah, no.
like some people I know.
What are you talking about? Well, that may have been my problem.
Ah.
And you're gonna want, when you come up to it, you're gonna want to kind of put, if you're coming in fast at all, push your bike forward, because you do not want to be over your bike, your handlebars necessarily, because all your weight will get thrown over. Now I'm not going to put my seat down, so
Okay.
I'll show you like you. But you don't have to come super fast. You come up, push, pop, and then roll. Of course, you need more speed than what I have.
I don't
The
know.
happy medium between me and him.
Okay.
All right,
You got this.
you filming me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Don't die. Stand up, push.
Beautiful!
Whee!
You did it! You didn't need to be trained.
No, I definitely did.
You got that. That was so good.
Just, make sure you're standing. And also,
Oh, well, I wouldn't have thought, because I've tried to get on the back wheel before,
yeah.
and I just didn't have the strength to do it or whatever, but I think that pushing down and loading the spring,
Yep.
that,
What you're doing is you're basically loading up that front to just become like a spring, like you said. Poof, it
Right.
pulls you right up.
instead of it being up to my arms to do it, it's nice to have that mechanical help.
You did that so smooth and perfect.
Yeah.
That was really well done.
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome job.
I also do red button.
Hard no.
So yeah, that was perfect. So you want to try it with a seat down?
No.
It's actually easier.
Why is that? Just because you
your
can.
bike's not in your way.
Okay.
Your seat's not in your way. Here, I'll show you. So with your feet up, if you're going, especially when you're going over something tall,
Mm-hmm.
as you go over your back end, your seat's going to hit you in the ass. And sometimes it's going to feel like you're going to go right over the bike, and sometimes you do. But
Me.
but with your seat down, you don't have that, so you can literally put your ass over this back wheel, which is what you want. You wanna do
Okay.
that. Especially when if it's like something really high,
Mm-hmm.
put your ass over that, let the bike go up it, then push forward and let it go over, and you're fine.
Okay.
I'll show you.
The important thing here is to focus on his ass.
Thank you.
You're doing great, and I'm so thankful to have you as a friend and a trainer.
I don't believe that's what you said.
I told him to focus on your ass.
Yeah, focus on my ass.
Uh-huh.
So you're coming up like this, without the seat, you just come.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
it's just out of your way. You can push it forward and it's all great.
That's pretty cool.
Nice job.
Thank you. I've been doing this a couple times.
This is why you're a good instructor.
And I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, how are your legs feeling by this point?
Actually, I feel fine. I'm not really pushing.
Yeah, I like this pace. Oh my goodness.
You got it.
So what'd you do?
I had too much weight forward,
Yeah.
and it's exactly like you said. When my back tire hit it, I got a little too far
That's what happened to me on that one.
forward.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You
But
try it again?
good for you for going at it though.
I'm good. But I felt really good about it up until, oh wait, hold on. I gotta fix my, that's it. That is,
Change, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do this. Bring this forward.
Oh, to get slack?
Yep.
And then what?
Hold on. Then what you're gonna do? You're gonna take this.
Oh, there you go. See that? Yeah, I couldn't get it through like that. Nice. Okay.
Go with knowledge, my friend.
Appreciate it.
So,
I'm learning all kinds of things today. Yeah. There we go.
Okay, hold on a second. Perfect.
What?
Stop for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry.
While I'm thinking about it,
Okay.
do you know why your chain dropped?
I don't.
Okay, so here you may want to see this too. So on your bike is your chain doesn't have what they call a clutch.
Okay.
So if you look at my chain,
Mm-hmm.
see how tight that is? I turn the clutch off.
Oh, wow.
It's just like
Okay.
you.
Yep.
And that's the whole. And so when you go over stuff, what happens is your chain, you don't get the chain slap a lot.
Right. Mine. I hear mine all the time.
Yeah. And all that is just the is your group set.
Okay.
You could actually upgrade your bike to something and you'll never see it again. But if your shit's working, don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
So occasionally you'll drop a chain. Okay, put it back on. No big deal.
Right.
So that's the difference.
Is that what, like, I've noticed that some people with nicer bikes, you can hear the...
Clicking.
Yeah.
That's your hubs. That's your.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's this guy right here. It's your hub. And what that does is, the higher end the hub, generally the louder they are. And
Okay, right.
For instance, this lady had this exact bike as this other dude, and I was right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Each hub cost $1,200 on her bike.
Wow.
So.
Oh my goodness.
Just the rolling resistance alone, they were just gliding together, and she never pedaled, and it's because of her hubs.
Huh. Okay.
So, higher end the hubs, you get better. Your ball bearings are better. The channels for the ball bearings are better. Blah 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 blah. However, being married 20 years, I will never have $1,200 hubs. Ever.
I love how humble you are.
I don't feel like getting murdered by my wife.
She sounds like a great lady.
There's no lady.
In the sand and then clip that tree.
Ooh.
But for my first tree clipping, that wasn't that bad. And I don't feel like any of my joints are broken.
Yeah, don't do this, please.
I told you when we ride together, everybody's at risk. But that's my little skid spot.
I was fine.
Dang, man. Yeah, you were going right at it until like the last second when you kind of veered off.
So you're playing chicken with a tree. You lost.
I have to get some tips from Donna.
Yeah, so she likes to catch the trees with her face.
Yeah.
Tyler likes to just tackle them outright.
Yeah. I think I fell better that time too.
Yep. You're going to fall.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got that one. That, oh, if we would have gone left?
Yeah, that would've been
Okay.
You've been 14 miles.
Nice.
My first rollover was out on, we went out on Magnolia.
Okay.
Nobody told me how to do anything. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm chicken and shit. So I'm looking at it. I rode by it like week after week. I kept looking at it. It's about this high. Make a little triangle. I'm like, okay. So I come at it. I have a death grip. And I hit that thing. And I started going boom, 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 boom. Right up into the thing, almost fell off my bike. I was like, shit. Scared the hell out of me. So I told somebody, like, dude, you gotta loosen up.
Right.
You gotta let the bike do its job. That was my mantra for a while. Let the bike do its job.
Sounds like
Holy crap, I know where we are.
what's it called?
It just hit me. I've never put this together. When we come down, I'm so sorry to hijack the conversation.
That's all okay.
No, no, no.
We come down, we paused here.
Yep.
And we went, oh man, I've never put that loop together. I'm so sorry. I just had
Dude, no. You're
Going
good.
this way, I prefer, because you're going down that sandy hill.
Yes.
When you're going this way, you have to climb that damn
Yep.
sandy hill, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that last little climb, thank you for recommending to pause for a break.
Yep.
Because there's that big downhill on the other side of this climb, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in front of you so I can go down that,
Yeah, please.
and then I'll let you get back in front of me.
Yeah.
Because this is fun.
Yeah, I know you like this hill, and I definitely don't want to slow you down from it. The bike seems to be shifting a little bit better right now, so I may actually be able to enjoy it too. Cool.
That's all you need to do is just fall and it.
Fall correctly.
Yeah, and it put whatever was off, it fixed it.
Yeah, I hope so.
If that happen again,
Yeah.
straighten up.
Yeah, for all of the falls that I've done so far, that one was my best.
Good, nice.
But it was also the first time I didn't go this way. I just went this way.
So eventually, I'm gonna get you out on wherever you want to go. We'll do more of that shit.
Okay. Yeah, I like Redbug.
Okay, cool. Let's
I'm
start down
definitely
the mountain.
trying to get more comfortable with the skinnies and rollovers there, and
Okay.
I'll try them, but those logs, that's a whole nother thing because I'm afraid to go flipping over.
You have to get comfortable with pushing your bike forward. You got to be comfortable with what your bike can do,
Right.
and what you can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were to get a brand new bike, it'll take at least 2 weeks before you're comfortable riding it. Like I went from a
Brake
bike-
habits.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
even the bike itself. Like if you were to get on my bike and start riding it, you will definitely notice one, it's a trail bike, so it's little geometries. You're sitting more up, and you'll all of a sudden, holy crap, this bike can turn. Oh crap, this bike likes to jump. we were on we went to Dothan, and there was these whoop-de-woos, and they were literally, you went down into this hole, and then you come out of that hole like this. The next thing I know, I'm in the air. And I was like, you need to calm the fuck down. I talk to my bike a lot.
I think it's good to have a good conversation every now and then to remind you and your bike that you're in it together.
Right.
That's it.
So that, I was like, this ain't cool.
Your power couple.
Yeah. So it took me almost a month, a long time. I was like, this bike is wasted on me. Really, it is.
Oh.
And then I finally started gelling with how this thing can turn, and then when I put a dropper on it, oh my god, it was a totally different bike.
How was that getting used to?
Um,
Like, how were you dropping it at the right times immediately,
That
or did
took
it
a
take?
long time.
Okay.
because
For me, it didn't. It's like whenever I ride Kern's lefty,
Yeah.
dude, I use that dropper but I
Really?
make sure to look ahead.
right,
And I love it. And then
Yeah.
when you go back to just like a regular stiff saddle,
you're like, God, it
yeah,
sucks."
you forget that you don't have it.
Well, I'll give you.
Everybody's different, but for me, I took to it really quickly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I
interesting.
had been riding almost 10 years on a bike like that
Mm-hmm.
for ever, and then I get this dropper, and let's say I was coming down a hill, and there was like these gnarly ass roots, and hardtails buck around like crazy.
Right.
Full suspension, not so much. So I was already familiar with that. But when I dropped that seat and I was literally like this, I went over those roots like they were nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. I was just like,
Oh.
"Shit, this is easy." Okay. And then going over, going down a really steep hill, very nice. The new trail out at Alford, there's this part where you're just flying down this hill, and there's like a little jump, and then there's a turn. Well, I was so far down that my bike just went, it just glided right over. I was just like, oh, this is freaking amazing. And then I'm like, shit, I gotta turn. I was doing 24 miles an hour on that when I was
Holy
going.
Oh my
cow.
goodness.
I was
Okay.
like, motherfucker. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
You were getting it.
My wife says I'm taking more risk, which is true, but it's a lot safer because I have my weight back. That's,
Yeah.
most of what you're riding when you're going over stuff is where is your weight.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going around a turn and your weight's too far in the front, your bike, if there's any sand at all, is going to go bloop.
Right.
That's happened
Yep.
to me the other night. I was talking with Alex. It was dark and we were coming around a turn too hot, and I was not paying attention to where my weight was, and all of a sudden my wheel just does this and over I went.
Yeah. That's what I realized when I took that spill today, when I did something similar, and I realized it was just because I had too much weight on my front tire.
Your front tire, they're constantly telling you, unweight your front, unweight your front, unweight your front. Like, and there's a thing where when you're going around a really sharp turn, that you drop your heels to where they're like this, your weight's back, and what that's doing is it's lowering your center of gravity, so you can literally just take that turn really easily. Like a really sharp turn, you can fly around, no problem.
Okay.
That's without a dropper. You put a dropper in that, and it's like, I had to tell my bike the other day, you need to calm the fuck down, because we were like, phew, like, okay. So another thing, momentum. You always want to keep your momentum. Like if there's a hill over there and you're coming off a hill over here, you fly down this hill to go up that fucker right there, because
That
momentum gets eaten away very quickly.
Right.
So it's a lot better to go up most of the hill, and then, you know, while you're pedaling, than having to just from a stop and just climb that thing. Momentum, where's your weight? Have you eaten?
Right. Oh, I learned that lesson.
Drinking, you need to be drinking stuff all the time, especially like electrolytes. A lot of people put in tablets in the summertime. I have to drink electrolytes or my thighs just start cramping, especially when I get home. I got out of the car one time and I stood up and this thing went, and I was like, motherfucker, and I walked around in circles for a bit. It was amazing.
Yikes.
But yeah, I mean, just riding with somebody who's been riding a long time also helps.
Oh yeah.
You'll probably notice when I'm going around a corner, a lot of times I'll put my right foot down on the, like if I'm turning this way, I'll put my right foot down.
Right.
I'll switch if I'm turning. That's just a habit from when you're doing a high speed turn. What you're doing is you're leaning your bike and you're pushing down on that.
Right.
And you're going around the turn really quickly.
And
it's just habit when I'm just doing that. I'm just constantly doing that just because I don't even think about it. But
right. I have that in my mind. Like I know that's something that people do, but I can't imagine the coordination on a turn, you know.
The more you ride, the more it comes. Also, my wife, when she first started out, she would put her inside foot down. I'm like, well, are you trying to break your toes?
Yeah.
Right.
And
you hit a root or something
anything.
on that inside corner, you're done.
Another thing, when you're going over stuff, try to keep your pedals level. A lot of people will do it going around turns.
Right.
I do that too sometimes. But you're going to get it to where you're going to have a pedal down when you're pedaling, and you're going to hit something.
Right.
It's going to be whatever. You're not going to see it, and it's going to throw you into the bushes.
Right.
That's going to happen.
Well, I think I do pretty good with that until I start getting tired.
Yes.
And then once I start getting exhausted, then I stop anticipating things as well. My vision goes from 30 feet ahead to 10 feet ahead, and then I'm not doing those things.
You'll run over snakes like that?
Oh, great.
Like I was going from Piney Z to Alford. I was going over the dam. And at that point, I was just looking down because there's nothing for me to do. I'm just going between trails. And I see the snake right there. And he was a moccasin. And he was a young one. And he goes, "Fuck." And I was like, and at this point, there was nothing I could do. I just lifted my legs.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for a run over him. And then another one was right there when he goes,
oh, no.
I really need to start looking ahead of me.
Right.
But, in my own little world.
Yeah, that's not a story you want to tell.
So my wife was like, I went back to the pictures. You don't need to be doing that. My wife thinks if it was up to her, I would only do like 10 miles. Like one time I said, yeah, I'm going to do 20 miles a day. You don't need to be doing 20 miles. Like, sweetie, I did like 18 yesterday. Oh yeah, we'll let them go by.
We're moving. Those gravel bikes.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah, gravel bikes. Those people are crazy.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
That's skill.
I'll tell you.
A little skill, a little crazy.
There was a dude on a gravel bike. This was a couple of years ago, and you know that on Munson, that one turn that's really, really sandy.
Yep.
Well, this guy comes, me and this guy named Mike, we were riding, and this guy comes flying past us, just whoosh, and we're like, okay, there's sand coming up. Okay. When we got there, you could see where he hit, and he just skidded all over the place. We didn't think he fell, but if he did, he came really close. I mean, it was like,
you can see a geological history of his struggle.
Yeah.
A geological record of his struggle.
Yeah.
Well, hey yo. Yeah, those little pits creep me out more as much as anything else. That was fun. I've never gone down it that way. Only gone up.